Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.
Hi, this is Ron Kincherf. This is the Business Spotlight brought to you by the Bank of Springfield. We are joined by John Holtz from Elam Heating and Air Conditioning. And you guys have been around, I guess, as Elam from the 70s, right? 1970 or so?
Yeah, 1974. So 51 years as Elam Heating and Air in the Quincy area, servicing 30 miles basically in the surrounding area of Quincy.
All right. So does it require different certifications to service in Illinois and Missouri?
No, not separate. Just have to be basically qualified, EPA obviously certified, and obviously we are. We do even a little bit up into Iowa, but not very much because Keokuk's kind of border there for that. But and as far as Elam being, we're a premier Linux dealer,
right.
Which is the only one in the area. And basically what that means is you get a little bit extra care from Linux on that. So. Every company is going to carry a 10-year parts on the product, and then there's generally a 1-year labor warranty, to where as a premier Linux dealer, there's a 3-year labor warranty.
Oh, there is? Okay.
So anything that goes wrong in the first 3 years of the equipment, if there was to go something wrong, something to go wrong, then it would be completely covered for the first 3 years.
So they feel they're very strongly behind their products, and you wouldn't offer a 3-year warranty if you're going to need it.
And it would surprise you. Most things that happen on with new is going to happen very, very quickly within the first couple months. But it is nice to have that assurance if anything does go wrong in that first 3 years that it is completely covered.
So what is your role with Elam?
I'm the sales manager.
Okay.
So I'm the guy that would come to your house if you wanted an estimate, which our estimates are free. So I would come to your house, takes about a half hour to an hour, get information off of your current system, and then get you quotes, free estimates on new equipment.
So how often should a homeowner look into replacing their HVAC? I mean, what is the average? I'm sure the lifespan now is a little bit longer than it was, when you guys started in the 70s.
Well, I tell you, I hear people say all the time it's not as
really?
Things aren't as built as they used to. So I'll see both sides of it. So I'll see every once in a while a furnace that's 35, 40 years old. If it's been took care of and it been maintenanced and stuff, but a new system now is going to last you about 17 to 20 years before you have to start really even looking or worrying about hey. Is this going to go out on me in an inconvenient time? Because it's always in February or July, right?
Yeah, well, that's when you use it the most. So,
right.
Are there warning signs that it might be time to replace it? I mean, is that something you guys can help, I hate to say predict, but is that...
Well, we do something called a planned maintenance agreement. I think most HVAC companies do, and we service all makes and models, so it doesn't have to be Linux. Okay. So having those things in place to be able to have a company come and check your furnace and your air conditioner or your heat pump system if you're all electric. Having someone come check that can really make your system last longer. Having it cleaned, having it inspected, kind of give you some clues ahead of time. Obviously, if we see something looks like it's going bad, like for instance, maybe we see rusting on the heat exchanger. Nobody wants carbon monoxide, so we kind of just inform ahead of time, like, hey, starting to get a little rust on the heat exchanger, something you might want to look into.
Is there a big technology difference, like over the last 10 years?
Definitely.
So that they're more cost efficient, stuff like that?
The equipment itself is definitely, I wouldn't call it more cost efficient. I think everything's gone up in price since the 2020 COVID things. But as far as how efficient equipment gets, it's getting more efficient by the year. For instance, the furnaces now can be 99% efficient, which means that 99 cents of every dollar is heating the house, and only 1 cent is being wasted out the flue. So, even 20 years ago, they could achieve about 93%, but not up to 99.
So do you use ROI in your conversations? return on investment with your potential clients?
You really have to, unless you got a customer that's literally just leaving. Hey, I'm going to be moving in a year, so maybe they need a new system for resale value, but they don't necessarily. They're not going to have such of a return on investment to buy, the most efficient equipment if they're only going to be there a year. So I try to do scenarios out where if they choose this system, how much they're saving per month, so if you choose this system here from what you have now, you're looking at saving about 20% a month.
Okay.
And if you choose this system here, you're looking at saving 30% a month. So
That's an argument I get with my friends and my wife all the time about whether you should leave the system on all the time or shut it on and off all the time, because you hear all the people say, I don't want to turn my heater on until blah, 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 blah. Sure. Is that efficient to keep turning it on and off? Because you got a thermostat, the thing won't kick in.
Right. So
you're the expert. Educate.
There is to an extent. So if you're only changing that thermostat 2, 3, 4 degrees, that's not a big deal. You're leaving the house, bump it down 4 degrees, it needs to catch back up. That's not a big deal. Shut the system off completely, and then you come back into the house and it's 10, 15 degrees, and that system has to work so much harder to get it back up to the degree you want it, then you've lost the efficiency of what you tried to achieve there. So just, the thermostat, bumping it down and up, here and there for when you leave the house, things like that, which is smart thermostats can do that for you as well, obviously. But, that can help. It really can. But you don't want to shut the system completely off, especially in the hard months. Now, if we're talking April and it's 65 degrees outside, probably not that's big of a deal.
So if the system is not running, it's not, heating or providing cool air, is it actually working at that time? Is there stuff going on?
Not inside the filtration system. So when your system
it's not costing you anything then?
No, and because they make not just single stage, but they make 2-stage and variable speed, your 2-stage and your variable speed run more, but they actually save you because they're using less energy to run. So you're using less gas and less electric to run a more efficient, from going from a single stage furnace to a 2-stage furnace to a variable.
Are there other things like that people misunderstand or?
Oh, I think consistently people like to know what they are saving and what those things mean. So they hear acronyms such as SEER, which is Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio, and that rates your outside unit and how efficient it is. A chart goes from 0 being the worst to I think 28 now is what the biggest achievement they have now on SEER. So when you move one up a SEER chart, you're moving 3 to 5% more efficient. And it's now that's SEER 2. So the changeover from the R410A Freon to the R454B Freon that happened this year in 2025 goes completely switched to R454B starting in 2026. That we won't be able to purchase the old R410A. And the R454B Freon goes off of SEER 2 rating. So you're going to see when you're looking online, you're going to see SEER 2. And when you really want to know what that means is you're looking at every one you move up that SEER chart about 3 to 5% more efficient, depending on a couple of other variables.
So are there rebates and stuff like that are available that people can take advantage of? Or is that something you guys get involved in when talking to customers?
Yes. So Lennox is what the product we carry, and Lennox always has rebates going on. So they'll have a spring, summer, fall, and winter rebate that just varies on the price on equipment you get. There are government credits right now that end December 31st of this year. So there's a 25C tax credit. You can get up to $2,000 back on your heat pump, and you can get up to $600 back on your gas furnace or your air conditioner. That does end December 31st of this year. And then same with the geothermal systems. If you have a geothermal system that operates your HVAC, the 30% tax credit ends December 31st. The 30% tax credit is off the total amount that you spend on your geothermal system. So if you have a geothermal system that's 20 years old and would like to take advantage of getting 30% back, it might be a good time in the next couple of weeks to replace that geothermal system.
And no rumors about it continuing into 2026?
At this time, no.
No? Okay.
At this time, no. So Ameren, Illinois has a heat pump rebate of $900 for qualified heat pumps. And as of right now, that will end also on December 31st. So the government and the utility rebates in December 31st with no real mention of when or if they will come back. But Lennox itself, and I'm sure other HVAC products will do the same thing, but has rebates going on continually.
And they can just find out about all that stuff by giving you a call at Elam.
Yes, they can. And we got a new website coming out. It's not out quite yet, but it's going to be out in a couple weeks, and it's just going to be so much easier to navigate than our old website.
Well, thanks for coming in, John.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Ron.
John Holtz with Elam Heating and Air. This has been the Business Spotlight, brought to you by the Bank of Springfield.
Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.